In a world where a ball is on a precipice. Guys, I can't do this.
You have to do it. Come on, John. It's part of the Kickstarter.
You wrote it.
In a world where a ball is on a precipice, all it takes is one edge to make an avalanche.
A lot of the shows we saw were just sort of entertaining. It's all crowd pleasing. It's all like theater for escapism.
Well, I feel like it would start touching on like the human connection that we are all about.
And then they would shy away from it.
Yeah. It's just that people need to make money. That's not our priority. Our priority isn't to make money for us. It's to make enough money to make the next season.
So I guess what drew me to A Bid to Save the World, say the ending of it for sure. But I think the human connection is kind of the point of the piece. It deals with death and grieving in various forms. It has a story within a story within a story. You have Adam and Evelyn, who are the two younger characters, I guess, of the piece. And they're very enthusiastic about science and learning ways to die, because in this world, there is no death. Emma, whose other half, someone important dies. She goes to find death and talk to death. And the third story is Ida and James. Ida has lost someone. She's a librarian. She categorizes the history of death. It's not a bummer, which I think is interesting. It's a very, very funny piece. True. It is a very hopeful piece as well.
Apotheosis is my brainchild. Apotheosis is a blurring of boundaries with the themes of eroticism, depression, addiction, ecstasy, and brutality. By taking these aspects that are very inherently human and trying to blur the lines between the humanity and the divine. It arose from this wonderful desire for collaboration, getting a group of artists together in a room and just seeing what they come up with. So we're looking for musicians, we're looking for poets and dancers and movement actors, and trying to blur the lines between all of them. And also, throughout the piece, I want to explore more immersive works to sort of definitely blur that boundary between the audience and performer to make a piece, an awesome, awesome piece.
And my show is The Immortal Jellyfish. My big thing is I love comic books. If we had like the Gilgamesh myth and it was like in modern day, what would that be like? So I think my major influences for it were like Joss Whedon and Neil LaBute. Messed up people, small relationships, but their context is, of course, that they're geneticists in the future and they can do amazing things with genetics. Why can't it just be simplified down to these relationships and this thing behind the magic of science and the horror of the human condition?
I first got involved with Avalanche in the summer of 2011 when I was lucky enough to be a part of their production of Crave. I became a big fan of everybody that I worked with and the production itself. One thing that I really loved about it and that made me really excited to join the company was sort of this attitude of love of the art and still wanting to put on a product that could mean as much to the audience as it meant to us, which I thought was really exciting. So you've gotten to know a little bit about us, and you've gotten to know a little bit about our shows. But there's one extremely important element that we still need in order to make these shows become a reality.